Hi everyone, today it's my 24th birthday, which is 24th February 2023, and let me share an interesting story with all of you. And this is a story which is definitely going to inspire a lot of you watching this. When I was in my childhood, when I was going to my school, I used to get scolded by my English tutor a lot in terms of why are you writing so badly, why are you not able to speak in front of people, why is your handwriting so bad. I used to score the poorest marks in English amongst everyone. And trust me, I had this dream in my mind कि यार बड़ा होके यार एटलीस्ट एक बुक तो लॉन्च करेगी या तो यार एटलीस्ट कुछ ना कुछ खुद का कुछ तो लिखते आएगा, एटलीस्ट वो तो करना चाहिए यार लाइफ में आगे जाके. एंड एट दैट मोमेंट माई इंग्लिश ट्यूटर यूज टू बी लाइक फर्स्ट एटलीस्ट राइट योर पेपर नाइसली, एंड एक बार पेपर अच्छा लिख लिया तो बुक लिखने का बाद में सोच लेना. एंड मुझे आज भी याद है, सब क्लास के सामने मुझे हमेशा डांट सुनाया जाता था कि इंग्लिश में सबसे कम मार्क्स मेरी आते थे. और 12th स्टैंडर्ड में मुझे आज भी याद है, मुझे C ग्रेड मिला था इंग्लिश में, जहाँ पर मेरे मार्क्स थे 63, एंड आई वॉज अमंग्स द लोएस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ गेटिंग मार्क्स इन इंग्लिश. एंड मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा बुरा भी लगा था बिकॉज 12th में मेरा सपना था कि यार चलो टॉप 1, टॉप 2, टॉप 3 में तो आ जाए. बट मैं टॉप 3 में तो नहीं आ पाया था, 5th रैंक आया था बिकॉज मेरे बाकी 4 सब्जेक्ट्स में स्कोर 95 प्लस थे. बट इन दिस इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट आई स्कोर 63, तो मेरे टोटल 88% आए थे 12th स्टैंडर्ड में, बेस्ट ऑफ 5. तो बेसिकली 12th में 88% आए थे, इंग्लिश में 63 आए थे, C ग्रेड आ गया था. तो मैंने सोचा था इंग्लिश तो आएगी नहीं, तो ऐसा कोर्स चूज करते जहाँ पर इंग्लिश है ही नहीं. तो इसलिए मैंने CA का कोर्स चूज कर लिया जहाँ पर मैथमेटिक्स अकाउंटिंग ज़्यादा है, एंड मैंने सोचा कि इंग्लिश करती ही नहीं है. एंड दैट इज़ वन ऑफ द मेन रीजंस आई चोज CA. And after completing my CA journey, I thought that let's give back something to the entire fraternity, because a lot of questions keep coming up in terms of whether we should go for Big Four or mid-sized firm in articleship. How do we manage our articleship and academics at the same time? How do we prepare for our intermediate, foundation or finals examination? What opportunities are there for CAs once they clear their examinations in India as well as outside India? And I also thought that let's interview some of the smartest chartered accountants of our country and compile it in the book format. So get set guys, so here's a return gift on my 24th birthday for all of you, where I have launched this amazing book called as Acing CA, and I'm going to walk you through the content of this particular book in this video itself. So if you don't want to purchase this book, you can watch this video, but I'll definitely recommend all of you to just purchase this light-hearted book in order to just start your CA journey. And if you're struggling somewhere, if you're demotivated, this book is going to act as a guiding light. So again, the foreword has been written by Mr. Deepak Parekh. I'm extremely honored that he has written the foreword. He is the chairman of HDFC Group, which is Housing Development Financial Corporation, and he is one of the most influential chartered accountants of India as well. So he has written the foreword, and we've got blurbs from amazing people like Suresh Prabhu sir, former Railway Minister of India, Padma Shri TN Manoharan sir, who is the chairman of IDBI Bank, Dr. Ajit Ranade, who is my ex-boss, who is the former chief economist at Aditya Birla Group, Ashwin Damera, who is the founder of Eruditus, which is a $3.2 billion entity, Miss Rachana Ranade, who is a popular YouTuber, I'm sure you would all know her, Sharan Hegde, who is a finance content creator, Anant Ladha, who is again a YouTube creator, and my friend Sarthak Ahuja, who is a CA, CS, CMA, BFI and MBA ISB gold medalist. I think he has like tons of degrees, more than even I have friends in my life. So yeah, coming back to the topic. So the content of this book is very simple. I've started with my backstory. I've started in terms of who is CA really for. If you're a person who's deciding whether to go for CA or not, this book is going to be a guiding light for you in order to decide whether you should go for CA or not, because you'll get to know all the challenges, all the hurdles, as well as all the benefits after you clear your CA examinations. Then I've divided it into CPT, IPCC and articleship. I've mentioned about how should you prepare for CPT, IPCC. I've mentioned about how should you balance your academics with your articleship, whether you should go for Big Four or mid-sized firm. Then next chapter is about the hostel, a finishing school for life skills, where I have laid down my entire hostel experience, and I have told that you should definitely have one experience in your life where you are staying in a hostel. That is definitely going to change all of you, and trust me, you will never ever regret your decision of going into a hostel. The next chapter is the final frontier, which talks about my entire 4.5 months preparation strategy. I've also laid down some of the study productivity hacks which helped me in order to clear those examinations. The 9th chapter is campus placements, the race for the best jobs. Again, I've laid down my interview preparation tips, the resume writing tips, how should you apply for campus placements, what should you do in terms of getting opportunities for off-campus placements, and how should you finally crack all the case interviews which you're going to be asked in your processes. And lastly, there's a chapter of setting the foundation, which is first job at ABG, which talks about my corporate experience in terms of what was my life at Aditya Birla Group for the 2 years of my time. The next chapter I've talked about is busting the CA myths. Basically, a lot of people think CAs are very nerdy, CAs are very boring, etc. I have just busted down this myth as well, that CAs are at the same time very, very enjoying, and they enjoy their lives as well. Secondly, I've also like mentioned about the fact that you cannot become a CA if you're in a relationship. Of course, like there are real life examples like CA Rachana Ranade, who had mentioned in my podcast that she was into a relationship just because she wanted to be with her then boyfriend and now husband, and she cleared her CA examinations before her husband, and she helped her husband in order to clear the CA examinations. And we have talked about various myths like are MBAs preferred over CAs, whether CAs can only become CFOs and not CEOs, etc. The next chapter is basically what else can you do with CA. This is a popular question which a lot of people ask me in terms of whether I should purchase this course, whether I should do this course with CA, what is the benefit of doing a CFA or an MBA or a CFP. I've laid down all the courses which you can possibly do with CA or after CA, and you can decide whether your interest lies in that course or not. I've mentioned down the fees, I've mentioned the frequency of the examinations, I've also mentioned what is the scope if you do that course along with CA. The 13th chapter is learning from the Phoenix, Mr. TN Manoharan. I had an absolute honor of interviewing Padma Shri TN Manoharan once again for this book, where he has discussed entire preparation strategies and his entire CA journey, how he cleared his examinations and how he excelled in his corporate career. Trust me, he's a person who's going to be one of the best examples for all the CA students and CA professionals of India in terms of excelling in their corporate career. He was the one who revived the Satyam scandal in 2009. He was the one who was the chairman of Canara Bank from 2015 to 2020 for 5 long years, and currently he serves as the chairman of IDBI Bank. Well, he was the past president of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and he was awarded as the Padma Shri by the President of India in 2010. So he has shared his entire learnings. You cannot miss this chapter. The second last chapter is parting lessons from Mr. Dhiraj Khandelwal. I'm sure all of you would know Mr. Dhiraj Khandelwal. He is the one who helps you with what are the result dates when your results are going to be announced. So I have also asked him about how can students prepare in terms of their CA study strategies. He was also a part of Board of Studies of ICI, and therefore he knows how to study and how the curriculum is going to change. He has also mentioned the fact that how can CAs contribute to the Indian economy, and he has also talked about various opportunities for chartered accountants, not only in the field of taxation and auditing, but also in the field of forensic auditing, machine learning, artificial intelligence, technology, and startups as well. So he has mentioned everything in this particular chapter. And the last chapter is basically called as It's Just the Beginning. So basically, I have mentioned the fact that once you become a CA, it's not the end, it's just the start. Because your career is now going to start and you're going to face a lot of difficulties, lot of challenges. Let me be very, very practical and very, very truthful to all of you. But at the same time, you're going to enjoy each and every moment of yours once you clear your degree of Chartered Accountancy. If you want to purchase this book, guys, click on the link given in the description box, and the first few set of copies will also receive a signed copy from my end. And if you want to gain some inspiration, if you've lost your track in CA journey, then I think this book is definitely going to help all of you in order to just stay motivated. So this is a very light-hearted book, guys. It's just 177 pages, and in these 177 pages I've laid down almost everything that a CA has to go through. So coming back to the story, right, like मेरा हमेशा से ये सपना था कि एटलीस्ट मैं एक बुक लिख लूँ. हमेशा से ये सपना था कि 24 साल का जब होगा तब एटलीस्ट एक ऑथर का टैग तो आ जाएगा. सो आई थिंक दैट बकेट लिस्ट हैज़ बिन फुलफिल्ड नाउ. वो टिक मार्क आ जाएगा ये बकेट लिस्ट में. एंड आई थिंक दिस बुक इज डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू मेक माई ड्रीम कम ट्रू in terms of like having that author tag. And not only that, I think this is going to be a very light-hearted book. You can just read it in 2.5 hours maximum. If you're a slow reader, I think it'll take 3.5 hours, but not more than that. And it's just that इससे थोड़ा रिलैक्सिंग लगेगा. मतलब दिस इज नॉट लाइक कि यार एक बर्डन आ गया, अरे यार सीए में ऑलरेडी इतने बुक्स पढ़ते हैं, अभी ये भी बुक पढ़ना पड़ जाएगा. सो दिस नॉट लाइक दैट. मे बी लाइक ओवर अ वीकेंड ऑन अ सैटरडे और अ संडे अगर आपको बोर हो रहा है एंड लाइक यू जस्ट वांट सम मोटिवेशन, यू वांट टू फील सम रिलेटेबल एस्पेक्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ कि सीए की लाइफ कैसी होती है, क्या होता है. सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द perfect book for all of you. So let me know how do you find it, guys. I can't wait for all of you to read it. The pre-orders have already started. You can click on the link given in the description box and order your copies right now. And of course, please feel free to give me a frank feedback in terms of how did you find the entire book, what was the best part about the entire book, what was the most relatable part in the entire book, and how can I improve as a person if I plan to write more books in the near future. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I can't wait for all of you to read this book, Acing CA, and let me know how do you find it. So purchase this book, guys. It's called as Acing CA. It'll soon be available on Amazon, and just give me feedback on my email ID, which is ksl@kushallodha.in, and I'm sure you'll find it amazing. So it's like a return gift from me to you, but again, if you want to gift it to me, you'll have to purchase this book. So I think that's the best birthday gift I can ever get from all of you. So thank you so much once again for watching this video, guys. I hope you'll find the book more amazing, and let me know how do you find it. So thank you so much once again. See you in the next video.